Good morning, everybody. Don't normally get an introduction from me, but he's walking the dog, so not a bad night's sleep. Sonny got up on the bed, as I knew she would, again. Made it a little bit cramped, but not bad. And then we woke up to this. I mean, nice, right? And there's Pete, if you can see him, walking the dogs. Beautiful. What a great view. Just got the kettle on, don't know if you can see, making a cuppa, and then we'll be hitting the road. We've got a few things that we want to do today. Should be quite good. And then we need to start heading north, even though we're not due back until tomorrow. The dogs can't do an 8+ hour drive in the van, so need to start heading back. Burn a few hours off the journey, and then we can break up tomorrow on the way back. And then, yeah, the end of our Scotland trip. But hey, we've got another day yet, so, well, 2 days, today and tomorrow. So it should be fun. So see you in a bit, guys.
Good morning, everybody. Can't believe I'm saying it, but it is already day 4 of this 5-day road trip. But we have quite a bit planned today. We're going to get out and do some exploring. We're currently just driving down the A82 past a stunning loch near where we stayed last night on the Seagull Island Viewpoint. That was, Rose and I were just discussing it actually. I think in terms of locations that we've stayed in on this trip, that was certainly the most picturesque. I mean, it's you can see out of my window here. I'll show you some shots. It's just stunning. We're still near the Glen Etive area, and it's just an amazing part of the world. And yeah, last night's overnight was just beautiful, especially with the sunset. Perfect timing as we arrived with the reds and oranges and golden colours. However, I would say that staying in the woodland area
On the logging road
the previous night, yeah, that was, in terms of feel, that is our favourite overnight. It just felt so remote, out of the way. There was nobody around. You felt completely safe because of that as well, you know, because it was a Sunday and it was a logging road, so it wasn't in use. Yeah, it just
didn't even feel like we needed to lock the van at night. I mean, we did, but didn't feel like you needed to.
Yeah, there was no security issues or concerns at all, was there, in being there? It just felt amazing. And actually, like, it wasn't that far away from civilization, but it's one of the most remotest feeling locations I think we've ever stayed in.
Yeah.
It just really was out of the way. But anyway, this morning we are driving to our first stop, which is we're going to turn off on to the Glen Etive road and have a bit of an explore. We drive on this Glen Etive through this valley. Going to stop and walk along a river. Might even be a waterfall I think we can have a look at along there, and just take the dogs for a bit of a hike today and have an explore for a couple of hours. Then we're going to be going off, and we've got castle ruins to explore, and yeah, should be a lovely day.
Cows, we got cows.
We got cows. Oh yeah, we got Highland cows. It's a bit well, it's very misty and cloudy and overcast first thing, but hopefully by 11 o'clock or so the mist should start lifting, and we should have a nice clear blue sky day again today, hopefully.
We'll see.
It's forecasted this time, it's not just my prediction. So, but yeah, we will see. Anybody that knows Scotland knows the weather can change from one valley to another, so you never know what you're going to get.
Like a box of chocolates.
Like a box of chocolates. Anyway, we're going to get on, drive to Glen Etive, and go for a hike. We'll see you guys very soon. Bye for now. Glen Etive, a place that feels almost untouched by time. Hidden in the heart of the Scottish Highlands, this narrow glen is carved by the River Etive, a wild stretch of water that rises high on the peaks around Rannoch Moor, then races for nearly 18 kilometres before spilling into the sea at Loch Leven. We followed the single track road deep into the valley, a road that winds beside the river like a quiet companion. From there we set out on foot, tracing a short trail along the riverbank, listening to nothing but the flow of water and the echo of the mountains around us. The air was heavy with mist. Low cloud wrapped itself around the peaks so tightly that the mountains felt like shadows. Every now and then we'd catch a glimpse of water cascading down the slopes, just visible through the shifty grey. It's the kind of place that slows you down, a place where the Highlands show their raw, gentle power, and where for a moment the world feels wonderfully still.
Out for a little walk with the doggos. And what a beautiful place. Misty still.
How beautiful is this? It's I'll leave a link or details in the description below. You literally just turn off the A87 and you're just driving down this single track, windy, twisty road through all the mountains. Honestly, Glenclough, we were blown away when we went to the Alps, but for me, this has been more epic. Obviously, it's not quite the size and scale of the Alps, but
like a mini Alps.
It is, but but more so. I'm just finding like the mountains, the roads, the environment, just the landscapes more dramatic than it did in the Alps. I just love it. I can't believe this is on our own doorstep in the UK.
Oops. Yeah, dog tripped me up.
You have to be careful where you're walking. But yeah, Glencoe and the surrounding area is just absolutely stunning. If you're ever in this area, like I say, I'll leave the details below of where it is. It's a road to it's called the Etive Road. Just stunning. And we're going to have a stretch of the dog's legs, have a quick look at this waterfall up here, and then we'll crack on. Got some castles to see. See you soon, guys.
Cage for the dogs though. I don't think it'd keep them in, but it's a bit random and I don't really know why it's there. So the only thing I could think was to keep the dogs in, but it's not very good.
I thought maybe it was for trees and something planted near.
The photographer up there with his trusty friend. How he takes pictures with that beast on the end of the lead, I do not know, but does quite well really.
What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our own way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our own way.
Mackie's of Scotland.
Not McDonald's Mackie's. Not McDonald's Mackie's roast. Just Mackie's.
No, but Mackie's. That's what you call it, isn't it? Mackie's. Mackie's of Scotland. I bet it's better class. Now, who's walking who? That's what I ask. Is Pete walking Lola, or is Lola walking Pete?
Lola's definitely walking me. She always
She's
does.
a bit unruly. Very strong. Come on. Oh, this is nice. Look, wolves, I know. You weren't sure, were you? You got excited for a minute. Wow. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
This apparently is an exhibition that we can't go into right now because we've got the dogs with us, but the old mill at Killing. Killin, literally the old mill at Killin.
Look at this.
Oh, this is lovely, isn't it?
Pretty cool, isn't it?
So every trip or every country we try and get something now as a memento of the countries we've been to in the van. Rose has just been to a gift shop and she's about to show me what she has for Scotland.
And so Pete said he was thinking of something and he said, I bet you haven't got it. Watch this.
Oh, she got a Highland cow.
Highland cow.
Oh, I love the Highland cows.
And he's got little legs and everything and he'll sit on the dash lovely.
Oh, that's cool.
And
I
he
like
went
that.
off it.
I like that a lot. Good choice, darling.
Beautiful.
Yay!
Look, whee!
I know, but what the hell?
Need to go. Woo. Up.
What an absolutely spectacular waterfalls. The Falls of Dockart, way more than I was expecting. I'll leave a description or I'll leave a link to the location in the bottom of the video. Absolutely stunning, way more spectacular than I was expecting. I don't know if anybody's ever seen the Aysgarth Falls in North Yorkshire. It's along that sort of scale. It's just absolutely breathtaking. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's stop number 2. Time for stop number 3. See you soon, guys. Bye for now.
Oops. And there she is, our Highland cow. So Highland cow from Scotland. What are they called?
I don't know.
Gnome from Switzerland. And this guy from Germany. Our collection so far. Misty mountains.
Indeed. So I just realised that en route we were going to pass by the David Stirling monument. David Stirling was a Scottish officer from a prominent family on the Keir estate, which I'm actually stood on right now. During World War II, while serving in North Africa, David actually came up with a radical idea. A small, highly trained group of soldiers who would operate behind enemy lines. That idea became the SAS, or Special Air Services, one of the most respected special forces units to date. The statue shows Stirling in desert gear, binoculars in hand, looking north towards the mountains, symbolic of both his Scottish roots and his vision. It was actually unveiled in 2002, funded by the SAS Regimental Association.
Morning everybody. So we are now back in the Lake District. Had a coffee, very nice. And our view this morning, I don't know if you can see that, but we are by the lake. And we got here come nightfall last night, so took the dogs out down the lake, had a little paddle. Well, they did, we didn't. And then cracked on with dinner and then settled down for the night. So today we're going to probably explore this area a little bit actually, and then it's time to head home, but we need to do it in bits obviously because the dogs, you can't just drive for like 8 hours or whatever. So anyway, better crack on with tidying up the van, ready to hit the road. So see you soon.
Good morning all. Well, I didn't get to show you our park up when we got here last night because it was pretty dark and late when we got set up, so I'm going to sort of take a little bit of a walk and show you our overnight, or where we were basically for our last night of the trip. We were back in the Lake District. We were by a lake called Bassenthwaite Lake, which is the only true lake actually, because it's the only one of the lakes in the Lake District that actually ends its name with the word lake, rather than being water or something. So yeah, so this is Bassenthwaite Lake. Yeah, so this is actually Banks Point on Bassenthwaite Lake. Check this out, just beautiful. Oh, it's just lovely, right? It's quite chilly this morning, and there was a little bit of a breeze when we got here yesterday. Not that there's much wind, but when we got here yesterday, this was so flat and smooth, it's like glass again. A little bit of a breeze here this morning. Not much, but very chilly, and I've just been talking to a couple of young guys that have been out swimming in the water this morning. It's very cold this morning, and it looks it. But we thought we'd end the trip where the trip really started this time, which was in the Lake District. We had an amazing time in Scotland, seeing some beautiful locations, and honestly going through Glencoe just far exceeded my expectations. It was just stunning, absolutely stunning. But it's all been lovely. I mean, from the very first night by that first lake, completely unexpected, to the overnight in the woods on the logging trail, that was completely unexpected and still my favourite, even though we're surrounded by beauty here and have been in Glencoe as well. Just the peacefulness and the remoteness of that logging trail, it was just felt amazing. And yeah, the overnight by the lake or the loch in Glencoe was just beautiful, and this again has just been Bassenthwaite. It's just a beautiful lake. So So yeah, we've really been blessed this trip. It's been an amazing time away. Surrounded by nature has just been beautiful. But it is the last day. Time to get on. We're going to have an explore on the way back and a meander back. And hopefully show you a couple more sights on the way home. But it is a homeward trip, sadly. Nearly the end of this next road trip. If you do enjoy our videos, please consider giving us a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. Around 73% of people that watch our videos aren't actually subscribed. And it is completely free. And it really does help the channel grow. So if you wouldn't mind considering, hit that like button and maybe even subscribe, it would really help. Thank you very much, everybody. And with that said, time to crack on. I'll see you soon. Bye for now. Hello everybody, so we are at Cannock Chase Forest, or woods if you can see here, and we've stopped here for three reasons. One, the dogs need to stretch their legs. We've been on the road for a couple of hours and yeah, they're going to need a toilet break and stretch their legs. Two, I was curious about this place and wanted to have a look around because it's got some interesting legends and spookiness about it. So there's a legend has it there are children, ghostly children with black eyes that run around and haunt this place. There's also stories of a nun that was murdered here and dumped in a well, and also ghosts from a German World War II war cemetery, which is just down the road and we'll be taking a little look at. And thirdly, because they have an interesting idea for bringing your dogs to a cafe that's just down the road here. As you know, Sunny doesn't mix very well with other dogs because of being attacked when she was younger. So the idea that they've got here, I think, is really good and would work really well with Sunny. So I'll show you guys in just a second. But just here is the cafe. I'll go and show you. I'll see you soon, guys. So this is their idea for going for a coffee with your dogs. So basically, I'll show you the outside in a minute. I had to run past because there was actually a dog in another one, but they've got their door open. They didn't want Sunny to see. But basically, there's like 7 of these sheds along in a row outside the cafe, and it's so you can have a little enclosed area, so you can have a coffee break and sit at the table and have your drink. And there's little dog treats that you can buy
Which
for
I
your
bought
dog.
and Sonny doesn't seem to want. Go away.
Lola seems to quite like them now. Lola, no one?
You're not going out, so there's no point in trying. Sonny, here, I got you a treat. Sonny.
Lola. Well, Lola's treats aren't lasting long. Anyway, yeah, I think this is a great idea. Although, this would mean there's going to be lots of dogs around.
Yeah.
So, discreetly having your coffee and stuff, yeah, great idea, but you've still got to get in and out. In a way, it's a good idea for dogs like Sonny that don't mix too well with other dogs. But you are also brought into an area where there's dogs. And we seem to have discovered that there's no latch or anything on the inside of the door. So you've kind of got to keep hold of the dogs because the door doesn't stay shut.
Look, how cute is this? Little huts to sit in with your dog.
So there's, what, 9 of them, I think? Yeah, 6, 7, 8,
9.
9 of them here. Woo!
Whoa. That was a bit much, wasn't it?
I thought I was going over then. So yeah, I think this is a really great idea.
Quite cute.
I mean, for 2 largish dogs like ours, it's a little bit cramped.
Yeah.
But it's the first time we've been able to take the dogs to a cafe and enjoy a coffee.
Yeah. Because of Sonny's issues, little girl issues.
Right, let's go for a walk in the woods. So this is Cannock Chase, a woods that stretches across a vast area of Staffordshire, known for its beauty and for its mystery and more than 1 or 2 dark tales. Whoa, nearly tripped up by the dogs there. It's really peaceful, it's ancient and it's absolutely full of life, but it's also known as one of Britain's most haunted landscapes. Whoa! Nearly tripped up again. Locals tell stories that go back generations. Ghostly figures glimpsed in the trees, flickering lights across the heath, but the most disturbing of all, children running amok with dark black eyes and ghostly figures. They say if you wander here alone at dusk, you'll hear the cries of a child. And if you follow the cries of that child, you'll eventually come across a pale figure of a child with blackened out eyes that'll eventually disappear in the mist.
Luckily, we're not here at dusk. He said to me,
It's not far from dusk.
he said to me, "Oh, wouldn't it be nice to stay in the van here?" I said, "Aren't these woods meant to be haunted?" He was like, "Yeah." I thought, no, actually. Not sure I would like to stay here
Oh, that would add to it though, wouldn't it?
at night
I mean,
with
like-
the children with black eyes.
there's the black-eyed children.
That way, that way, or that way.
We'll keep going straight on. There's the nun that was murdered and dumped in a well. There's the ghost from the World War II War Memorial just down the road. I mean, when I say it's known as one of Britain's most haunted landscapes, like it really is. The amount of reports and sightings in this place, whether you believe it or not, there are so many sightings and reports in this place, it's ridiculous. So just spending one night here would be pretty cool.
So I think we'll get back to the van before it gets dark.
I don't think it'll be long for dusk, actually.
Yeah, well, I'm not up for seeing children with black eyes.
I wish we were live. We could be like, comments below if you think we should stay tonight.
And they'd be like, yeah, stay, stay. I want to see Rose scared. Anyway, we can't stay. We've got to go back tonight.
What we could do is we could have a poll on, people could vote on whether we should do a scary night to see if we can scare Rose or
I'm
not.
not sure that we should have a poll.
Comments below if you think we should have a poll on whether we should have a scary night with Rose.
I think not. Look, he's brave, isn't he? 2 at once. Although Sonny's no bother, she walks at heel.
Unless there's a dog around.
Unless there's a dog around.
And then I've got 2 pulling.
But she's well behaved, Sonny on the lead. Apart from when she
Oh, Lola, that's horse poo.
Oh no, Lola was eating horse poo. Nice.
That's not normal.
It is actually normal for a dog to do that.
That's something new. Never.
That's not normal.
This isn't normal. I'm getting tangled up here. Whoa.
That's quite funny. Quite nice though.
It's a lovely woods, isn't it? Lots and lots and lots of pine. And how quiet is that? Like you could hear a pin drop. I love those sort of woods. That is so peaceful.
He says quiet till the children with the black eyes come out. Then it might
Actually,
not be so quiet.
actually, quite disturbingly, one thing you would normally hear lots of in the woods is bird chatter, right? Right, stand still a minute. I don't hear a single bird.
No, I don't either.
That's pretty
Is that
strange.
a good sign or a bad sign?
Wait. What is that? Right then everybody, that is it for this trip. That is the end of our 5-day road trip through the Lake District and Scotland and back through the Lake District again. I hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please give us a big thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel grow.
And as always, have a beautiful day.
Have a beautiful day everybody. Bye for now.